there are a lot of things that works in India in a very interesting way. So there is a compounding effect which is going on at the moment.
Yeah.
This compounding is failing all the predictions that people do. So sometimes, when the government started talking about 5 trillion economy, people had reservations, and top leaders also said in the parliament that it's not possible. But now we are talking about 7 trillion economy, and somebody has actually written a book on 9 trillion economy, and which may not be euphoric in the sense that, there looks like that it might happen.
Yeah.
Because of the tech innovations that is taking place in India and rise of unicorns. In every quarter, you have, every 3 days, 4 days, you hear about one unicorn.
Yeah.
So
I
look
can
at the
imagine.
pace, and you rightly said that, it's amazing to see how it is happening in India.
And I fully think like the market is just so vital for even companies now in the US. And, part of it is coming from the fact that there is just such a vibrant middle class in India now, rapidly modernizing, but also that the other market, China, is completely closed off for a lot of these US companies, right? So it just creates this mad rush to say, okay, all right, India is open. We should sort of make inroads into that market.
Yeah, the kind of geopolitics that has played out recently all across the globe, it favors India.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when I was at Twitter, they were talking about, oh, how do we make inroads in India? And then when we were in Spotify, they were talking about how do we make inroads. Now I'm here at YouTube and we are talking about India, so it's pretty constant.
It's like, if I remember, when public smoking of cigarette was banned in India for the first time.
Right.
There were a lot of media clamoring about the fact that India is not in a position to achieve this because it's not possible given the socio-economic conditions of India and the literacy and all kind of things. But the amazing success that India has achieved in cigarette smoking in public, not seen at all. So I mean, it has nothing to do with literacy. It has nothing to do with, I don't know what is working for India. So the behavioral changes are, when it happens very rapidly.
Yeah, India. Sorry.
I was just saying, I have to admit, I haven't visited India in like 2 years now, ever since the pandemic started. But I'm so looking forward to it eventually when things open up.
You have a place to visit now.
No, sir, before you join, so we already have an agreement that he is coming to our institute.
Oh, great.
In his whatever is going to be the first visit to India, he's visiting. So he is a teacher.
All right then.
So please take it as our standing invitation.
Yeah.
I would love to. I think.
And Mr. Verma, we are going to actively pursue that.
I would be honored actually. I think it would be really fun actually to do something.
And also give us some idea as an institution how we can benefit from your association.
Okay. I mean, if nothing else, just to see the vibrancy on a campus, talk to students.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We forget sometimes, like when we were in college, we would dream about even understanding what the real world outside of college campus is like. And I just feel energized by talking to students. Even here, smaller settings, there is just so much fun to be had in being able to make a small little difference in someone's life.
Sure.
So to do that at a scale for like a classroom in India, that would be fun.
I think.
Shall we start now?
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock, so we can start.
Perfect.
Okay. So good morning, one and all. Our director, sir, Dr. Prabhat Pankaj, Lokesh, and of course our guest for the day, Mr. Saurabh Verma. It's really an honor and privilege to have you with us in this plenary sessions. As we were discussing off track, it's personally a really very big opportunity for me to be interacting with you. So welcome, Mr. Saurabh Verma, who is a product lead YouTube USA, Haas School of Business graduate. He's an experienced product leader with over 13 years of product management practice. He's currently working as product lead at U. And previously, he was leading a team of PMs at WeWork as the director of product management. Under his leadership, the product team owned the strategy and roadmap for Team, that is team.com, a company acquired by WeWork that helps customers increase employee productivity and office space efficiency. Saurabh's stellar product management background includes such top tech giants as Spotify product lead, Twitter at no surprise that with his Twitter's senior tech PM, Amazon PM, and Expedia lead PM. It comes at no surprise that with his extensive experience in product management, Saurabh is the top instructor at product school. He is passionate about the craft of product management and is endlessly optimistic that great products can change the world. Mr. Verma, we are really delighted to have you here and we would like to welcome you. Hima?
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
So we have a unique way of welcoming our guests. Hima,
Okay.
share the green certificate, please. So, Mr. Verma, this is a green certificate. A tree has been planted in your name in Sundarbans jungle, and you can track the growth of your tree with this number, which is given beneath the certificate, and see how well it is growing. And so today we must resolve that this tree becomes an orchard in coming days. Right. So, like
Thank you so much.
Welcome. And so the way we would like to probably start is that like speak, and then we'll take it forward from there. Where I'll open the session about start asking some open-ended things, and thereafter we'll take it forward. Over to you, Mr. Paul.
Absolutely. No, thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here, and of course, I love the idea of having a tree and a tree number to check up on it. My pleasure completely to be here, and I'm looking forward to not just talking here to you all, but then one day maybe coming by the campus and meeting some of you in person as well.
So, Verma, since young minds are there, and this product management is going to be an exciting thing for them to know. But before we move to the product management, because through your really what I may say very impressive profile, we are going to know more about product management. Before we start with that, we would like to know, or probably our students would like to know, your career and life journey, right? It's very exciting. I know a little bit about it, but probably first-hand account from your side would be a great thing. Please.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, it's been interesting. Throughout life, I think what has been an undercurrent through the journey has been change and adapting to new conditions, which has served me well. It has been tough at times, but of course, you learn from everything that happens around you. And so for me, first couple of formative years, till I was about 14, I grew up in Bhopal. And then, I had this first jolt of big culture shock and big change, because my dad, he used to work in BHEL. So he spent 20 years working at BHEL, and my mom was a doctor at BHEL as well. Then they decided, you know what, I think the life is for living, we should move out of the country. So they moved to Muscat, Oman, completely uprooted ourselves, our friend circle and whatnot, and just moved. And I spent 4 years in Muscat in high school. That was my first taste of